Well, good afternoon, good folk. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, welcoming you back not to a kitchen counter thrift haul, but to a phonograph lid thrift haul. Look at the dust. Boy, when the sun comes in. Now, you know I know better. I would never have the windows open and all of this sunlight shining down on my 1918 mahogany phonograph. The shade is open just so you can see what I'm selling. Then it goes down and this wonderful old thing is protected. It never gets direct sunlight like that. It will fade your furniture and it's horrible for it. So let's get this bad boy out of the sun. But let me tell you what's ready in the Old Curiosity Shop. Ooh. Some of it's listed right now and some of it isn't. I'm working on it. So I'll tell you once again, if I tell you it's for sale, it'll be up and ready within the next, it's either there now or within the next 24 hours. I'm going to work on some of it this evening and finish up tomorrow morning. So if you go to the shop and something's missing, don't worry, it hasn't been sold. I just haven't got it listed yet. Okay, 3 chicks. I wish there were 4, but there are 3. So they would have been egg cups for the breakfast table, but why don't we decorate with them? I don't know how many people actually use egg cups anymore, but you could line them up and make a Easter tablescape and stick eggs in there. These are made in Portugal. I don't know too much about that. Let's see. Carmen Miranda was made in Portugal. I'm sorry, Brazil. Ah, she was Brazilian. But she speaks Portuguese.
E ela disse alô, alô. Agora estou dessa marcha embolada, batucada e a brincadeira tem.
I don't know what else it says there, but these look... That mark looks old. I have no way to really know how to date these, but I would say that just based on that mark, they're not very new. The chicks have a little bit of, just a little nip on the end of their nose. Touch that up with some orange nail polish and you'll be okay. I think one of the eggs has a few flea bites right around the rim, up the points of the egg, but no major chips, and there's nothing cracked or really broken on these. So they're cute for Easter time. Yeah? There are lots of ways you could decorate with those 3 little chicks. Okay, so these 3 guys are going to be ready for you. And then, let's see, you already know about that. Yep, it's listed. We're not going to go into it. You know what that is. Okay, that is listed. And then some of the things I found, well, let's see, I've got this beautiful cobalt blue decanter. I don't know who made it, and I've seen it before because I've actually had it before. And I've actually had the little shot glasses that go with it. Now, it's not marked on the bottom, so, and there's a good deal of wear. So, it reminds me of Ritz Blue by Hazel Atlas. So, it's possible that it's one of their decanters from the 1930s in the Ritz Blue color. I need to go and look through my Hazel Atlas book. But anyway, wine decanter there with no shot glasses, but you could improvise. There are no chips or cracks in it. And we love some cobalt blue. I do. Don't you? It's great to have the original stopper in that as well. Now, some of these things did come from my little trip to Lancaster County. And now, a few things you've already seen, but now you're going to see them up close. Nobody got it right, and I gave you clues. Thank you, everyone who guessed. It was a lot of fun to read your guesses. I thought this would have been easy. Peasy. Beautifully painted porcelain watering can there, planter or decoration. And I told you a famous person, female entertainer, known by one name, is responsible for this. And nobody got it. Who was it?
And then there's Maud. Then there's Maud.
And then there's Maud. That's right. You can be the owner And you can tell everybody a fib and say that Maud is the one who made this. Now, there is a crack in it. And that crack is not that bad, but it's got a very small hairline right here. So, you know, I don't particularly like to buy damaged items, but it's so pretty, it's small, there's so much you can do with this in the springtime, and I thought it had to be saved, and I just got a kick out of Maud. I suddenly have the urge to put on a really fat tie and go get some potato salad out of an avocado green refrigerator. Let's put this aside. No, let's leave it there for a minute. Simply to show you how much it looks like this beautiful Bavarian. Is this Bavarian or German? Yeah, Bavarian porcelain. Okay, so German. And really pretty porcelain dish. Look at the colors in that. These two could really go next to each other. The roses are very nicely painted and there's lots of pretty gilding around the outside. And just the colors are so nice on this. Look at this minty, sort of a minty color on this side. Let's get it, that's better. Okay, that's better. Let's get it out of that harsh sunlight. You can see, oh, I should have been doing this before. That, you've asked me about that. That's a painting of one of the towns along the Jersey Shore. I'll tell you more about that some other time. But there's no damage on this porcelain piece. And here's our, and then there's Maud once again. You know, hey, go back and watch some Maud reruns. It's easy in these days to forget just how groundbreaking and shocking some of the subject matter was on that show. This is well worn, granny shorted, beat some eggs in this. It's a hazel atlas, and I think, did I already tell you about this? Look how worn it is on the bottom. I think I might have already told you about this. This undoubtedly had the beater type attachment that went on the top. And it's graduated as it goes up, and we can see we've got the measurements on there. There, that's really nice. Yeah, so that's a 1930s piece in clear glass. You can find the beater tops for it. I think I might have already told you about that. Some of this came from my Lancaster County trip and some didn't. Here's a little child set in platinite. I'll hold these up out of the bright sunlight. Here's the cereal bowl. Okay, and it's that old-fashioned, not really milk glass because it's platinite, and you get a little bit of the ring of fire, a little bit of the opalescent effect to it, rather than it being really dark, thick milk glass. Unmarked, but no doubt platinite, and we can see the children. Listen, if you eat your breakfast, you can ride your bicycle, you can clap at the moon, you can throw the ball for the dog, you can go roller skating, and you can do whatever else boys and girls do when they finish their cereal. And don't forget to drink your milk, and you can be a pig who falls down and the other ones stand there and laugh at you. That's not what they're doing, they're just playing. Happy playing pigs. Little children's milk glass there, also platinite, also hazel atlas. So we're going to sell these two together. Okay, it's cute, a little children's set there. Put that out of the way, and then some pink depression glass. Look how sparkly. I love how Art Deco the blank is, and how beautiful the etching is. Pink depression, this is elegant stuff. Engraved, I always say etching when I really mean engraved. See that? All hand engraved on a wheel cut. I don't find any chips or cracks on these, which is remarkable. And it's just really nice pink depression, good, nice quality. This wasn't the free stuff. Okay, so nice and geometric and really pretty. What do you think of that? I know we have a lot of pink depression glass fans, and that just sparkles on your breakfast table. All right, let's put these out of the way. And then I've also got a ball pitcher for you in a fired on color, and it's a reddish orange color, probably Hazel Atlas, but I think Anchor Hocking made these too. And nothing on the bottom, clear glass. Gonna have to get in there and scrub a little bit, which obviously I didn't do, but the paint is in good shape. This is a pretty hardy fired on paint, and it's a small one for the breakfast table, and there are no, as I said, no chips or cracks in it. So we love these from the 1940s, don't we? There would have been little tumblers that went with it, and Hocking and Hazel Atlas both made a lot of these back in the 1940s. And finally, the things that I'm going to save. This little tray that's got some damage on it, a little metal tray. And I like it so much because it's got a depression lemonade set on it in glass. Really easy to date this to the 1920s by the color, the design of the flowers, and the glassware. There's probably a maker's mark on it somewhere. It doesn't matter. It might have been something that was given away for free. It's somewhat difficult to tell, but I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but it's just a nice example of a 1920s tin tray there. So we're all set for the picnic season. I'll be serving lemonade on that, no doubt. And then I'm also going to keep, oh, don't get mad at me. I'm going to keep it, but you know what that means. It means I'm going to live with it for a while. Lusterware. This looks so much like that wonderful Art Deco Lusterware tray that I just found on South Street a couple of days ago. Made in Japan in the 1930s. And there are literally hundreds of these made in Japan marks on the bottom. And it's very difficult to tell which company brought this into the USA. A lot of them were American companies over there. This was never drilled for a lamp. It could have been, and a lot of these were drilled and turned into lamps. But it's a porcelain Lusterware vase in a somewhat Art Deco style, bold colors, just what we love to see from Japan in those years after 1925. It's very well done. There's no damage on it. And as I said, it's something that's I plan on keeping. And then also a nice example of an Art Deco package. And I like the colors. This was very inexpensive. Griffin all white tube, and this is to polish your white shoes. Let's not get them out until Memorial Day weekend. Okay, right? And actually the tube is still in there. I'm not gonna, oh, look at that. I'm sprinkling polish all over the top of my antimacassar. Actually, it's not an antimacassar. It's a very nice 1920s tabletop piece there. Not really a runner. And it's nice I use it this way, but when it's a little too busy for you to see the objects. And so when I'm showing off my objects, I turn it that way. Okay, what else have I got? I'll leave you today with a little bit of an old 78 record we're going to play. I did buy some while I was in the Lancaster area. I told you before, I've been collecting them since I was about 15 years old. This is an old Victor record recorded acoustically in 1923 or 4, just before electrical recording took over in 1925. And this was recorded in Camden, New Jersey, a city right across the river from Philadelphia, less than 1 mile from where I'm speaking right now. The Dizzy Trio, you may recognize the name of the harmonica player on there. Take a good look. Did you have any of his LPs? Many years later, he continued to do a lot of work, harmonica work, well past 1924. It's the Hayseed Rag Novelty Foxtrot. That's late for ragtime. We'll hear a little bit of it anyway. We've got harmonica, guitar, banjo, and, pardon the expression, Jew's harp and piano. We really should be saying mouth harp. I don't wish to offend anyone. A lot of these old records, they don't sit well on the ear today. There was a lot of offensive language and comedy that wasn't very kind to different ethnic groups back in the old days. That was the state of comedy. Around 1924, a hayseed. What's a hayseed? Well, it was a pejorative term for a country person, a rube. And that doesn't necessarily mean a southerner when we say country. Hayseeds were often, and rubes were often made fun of as if they just came off the farm in New England. So Uncle Josh was making records, and it was so funny. People put these on and sat back in their parlors and roared with laughter. We don't really have any comedy on this. It's just a dance record, but there were many records about the hayseed and the rube that comes to New York City and doesn't understand how to operate a telephone or a revolving hotel door or how to order in a cafeteria and that sort of thing. Let's just listen to a little bit of this right now. We'll go all the way back to 1924, an acoustic record. This is the Hayseed Rag. Do a little bit of this. We'll get it whirling. And I'm going to say goodbye. This was a quick video. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great evening, and I'm going to get all that stuff listed very soon. This is Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching. Wait for the cat. So long for now.